Balance and twist in standing poses to keep your digestion moving in this sequence by Peter Sterios. Have a block nearby as you practice. Begin in a variation of Balasana, child's pose. With your legs together, place your fists at your low belly. Fold forward, nestling your fists between your thighs and belly. You may feel some resistance to the intense sensation here. See if you can breathe through it, knowing you're beginning a sequence that will tone your belly and open it to movement. Redirect your breath to your back body, allowing the muscles and internal organs to soften. Feel your breath gently pushed into your back and your lungs opening. Inhale and slowly sit up. And cross your legs in a simple cross-legged position. Extend your arms forward and walk your hands away from your torso. Take the forward fold slowly and stop when you meet resistance. As you inhale, feel a subtle expansion into the resistance. As you exhale, soften and release. Continue to direct your breath into your back body and soften your belly. On an inhalation, roll up through your spine and come to standing for a standing side bend. Step your feet hip-width apart. Shift your weight left to right, front to back to find that pure alignment that draws you towards stillness. Inhale, lift your arms up and hold your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, pull your left arm straight and lean onto your right foot, side bending to the right. As you inhale, breathe into your left lung. Exhale, soften into your right ribs. Inhale, come back up to center. Take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Exhale, draw your right arm straight and side bend to the left. Drop your weight down into your left foot. Feel your side body lengthening as you open your right lung. Inhale, lift back up to center. Exhale, release your arms by your side. Take your arms behind your back and hold either your forearms or press your palms together, fingertips pointing up for this standing back bend. On an inhalation, start to lift your chest up and back as you move your elbows toward the front side of your body. Rest your back ribs on your forearms and shift your hips forward, keeping your legs straight. Draw your chin in slightly and lean your head back, keeping your throat soft. Release your collarbones down and away from your ears and breathe into your back ribs. Inhale, lift back up to standing. Exhale, release your arms by your side. Continue to take smooth, steady breaths and start to roll forward with a round spine into Uttanasana, standing forward bend, sliding your hands down the backs of your legs. Let gravity guide you in how far to fold and avoid pushing or pulling. Inhale through your back, letting your torso lift slightly. Exhale, soften the skin below your navel. Release your abdominal organs inward and let your waist and spine lengthen without effort. Feel your belly softening and your back body opening to your breath. On an inhalation, curl your spine back up to standing. Step your right foot back for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Bring your block to the outside of your left foot and bend your left knee, taking both hands to the floor in a lunge. Inhale, let your hips lift a little to feel light. Exhale, sink your hips toward the floor, lengthening your groin. Take the block with your left hand as you slide your hands forward. Inhale, step onto your left foot, straighten your left leg, and lift your right leg, bringing your right hand to your right hip. Externally rotate your right thigh to lift your right hip point up away from the left and flex your right heel. Lift your right arm, fingertips extending. Keep your balance steady through the strength of your left leg. You'll take a slow and steady transition to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior Pose 3. Exhale, start to turn your pelvis so the right and left hip are level with the floor. Level your torso and shoulders as you shift the block to the center of your mat using both hands now for support. Keep your right leg parallel to the floor, toes pointing back, but feel free to lightly drop your right foot to the floor behind you if you begin to get tired or need support balancing. Inhale, slowly reach both arms forward, palms shoulder distance apart and facing each other. If your torso is sinking toward the floor, bring your hands back to the block. Breathe into the back side of your torso, feeling the strength in your spine support a softening in your belly. Stay soft in your belly as you transition to Parivrtta Ardha-chandrasana, revolved half moon pose. See if you can keep your right leg parallel to the floor as you bring both hands to the block. Stay grounded through your right hand and inhale, lift your left hand to your left hip, or to twist deeper, lift your left arm all the way up. You can step back lightly and release your right foot down for support at any time. Whether your back leg is down or lifted and parallel to the floor, keep your right leg engaged and flex through your heel. Use your exhalation to twist through your belly as you open your navel and heart toward the left. Soften your diaphragm and feel your organs recede. Look down to the floor. You may want to take your left hand to your left hip to smooth out the intensity of this transition to Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolved triangle pose. If your right leg is lifted, gently reach back through your right leg, lower your back foot to the floor. Straighten both legs, adjust the position of your block underneath your right shoulder, and lift your left arm up as you twist your torso toward your left leg. Inhale, let your torso unwind slightly. Exhale, soften your diaphragm and gently turn your waist deeper. Extend through your arms, keep your hips level, and keep your back leg strong and back heel grounded. Stay with your breath as you transition into a variation of Parshvottanasana, intense side stretch. Exhale, slowly release your twist, bringing both hands to your block and shifting the block to the center of your mat. Take your hips and torso parallel to the floor. If your lower back is sensitive, stay for just one breath in this next position and build your stamina and the duration of your hold in this pose slowly. Inhale, extend your torso and arms forward and parallel to the floor. Feel free to release your arms down to your block on your exhale, or continue to breathe with your arms lifting up and extending forward. Draw your navel in slightly as you exhale. Soften your collarbones and release your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hips level and square to the front of your mat. Begin your transition to Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. On an exhalation, release your left hand to the block and take it to the outside of your left foot. Inhale, lift your right arm and extend through both arms. Feel your breath open your chest and spread into your upper back. As you come to this last pose of the sequence, notice how the quality of your mental state calms as you maintain the power in your legs. As you exhale, release. Take your hands to the floor, bend your left knee, and lift your right heel to come into a lunge. Shift your block to the right side of the mat. Exhale, step back to down dog. Soften and lengthen your breath and send it through your torso to the back of your lungs. Step your right foot forward into a lunge for half moon pose on your second side. Use your hands to balance your weight. Inhale, let your hips lift with your breath. Exhale, sink your hips toward the floor and lengthen your inner thighs. Take the block with your right hand as you move your hands forward. Step onto your right foot, straighten your right leg, and lift your left leg, bringing your left hand to your left hip. Externally rotate your left thigh, float your left hip point above the right, and flex your left heel. Open your torso to the left side of your mat and lift your left arm. Let the strength of your right leg be the stability that allows you to open to your breath in your belly and back body. Steady your balance and begin to transition to Warrior 3. Exhale, drop the left side of your torso and pelvis parallel to the floor and take the block to the center of your mat to support both hands. Your left leg is still lifted, but you should feel free to rest it lightly on the floor at any time for balance or rest. Point your left toes back as you extend through your left leg. Inhale, reach both arms forward, palms shoulder distance. If this is too intense, bring your hands back to the block. Breathe into your belly as you lengthen forward through your fingertips. Exhale, release your hands to your block, preparing for revolved half moon pose. Maintain stability in your right leg. Keep your left hand on the block and inhale. Twist through your belly and take your right hand to your right hip or lift your right arm up. Step your left foot back and down lightly if you'd like some support, or keep lifting your left leg parallel to the floor and flex through your heel. Open space at your navel and turn your torso even deeper toward the right. Relax your diaphragm. Feel your organs soften toward your back body. Keep that softness through your belly and stability through your legs as you move into revolved triangle pose. Look down to the floor and feel free to release your right hand to your right hip. If your left leg is lifted, gently lower it back behind you and down to the floor. Adjust your block with your left hand to underneath your left shoulder. Straighten both legs and twist to your right. If you feel stable and open here, lift your right arm up. Inhale, allow your torso to unwind slightly. Exhale, soften your diaphragm and gently turn your waist deeper. Open through your chest and level your hips. Keep your back legs strong and your back heel grounded. Steady your legs. Exhale, release your right arm. Take both hands to your block in the center of your mat for intense side stretch. Adjust your right and left sides so your torso is level to the floor and square your hips. Inhale, extend your torso and arms forward. Take your hands right back to the block if your lower back feels sensitive. On your exhalation, your navel moves in slightly. Soften your collarbones and release your shoulders away from your ears. Let the strength in your back allow your belly to completely release into the movement of your breath. Exhale, take your right hand to the block and move it to the outside of your right foot for triangle pose. Inhale, open your front body as you lift your left arm up. Let your chest expand and spread your upper back. Reach out through both legs. Encourage your mind to quiet as it rests in the rhythm of your breath. Slowly release. Exhale, lower both hands to the floor. Come to a lunge and step back to down dog. By practicing this sequence of standing poses that alternately compress and release your abdominal region, blood circulation to your belly is increased and your digestive system is stimulated. Feel the tone in your belly in down dog as you lift your hips up and back and take a deep exhale. Lower your knees and press back into child's pose. Release your arms beside you. Feel the warmth of your practice and the weight of your heart release.